Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday morning. Okay, I wanted to just do another quick Lectric e-bike update, right? Let you guys know what's going on. Okay, so for anybody that comes across this video and you have one of these, maybe you typed into the YouTube search Lectric XP e-bike battery issue, something like that, right? All right. So unfortunately, we cannot do warranty replacements on these because these were bought from the original purchaser. Okay. So the original purchaser who bought these two literally unused, brand new electric bikes, right? This is the XP step through. Look at this. I'm just telling you, man. Look, there's a little tiny mark right there, but man, these things just have not been used at all, hardly, right? And we're going to get to the reason why with these, and I'm going to have a little explainer about these in a second. But again, I just want to kind of just note these are brand new bikes, and the build qualities on these are very good. But yeah, if you are a second owner, and let's just say you bought these bikes off of somebody because they bought them and the battery shit on them, right? And they were just like, oh, well, I just want to get rid of it. Give me a couple $100 or give me $500 or whatever. And you get the bike, okay? Lectric is not going to, they're not going to basically give you warranty replacement, which I kind of have a problem with, to be honest with you. I really do. Give me a second. I have a problem with that. Razor is, they're so on point with their stuff. Like, they just want the parts replaced if it was purchased within they don't ask for all that. I mean, they do, but then they don't. Okay, if what we do is we use the serial, right? We use like the serial number, right? And then what you do is you can database it and see when this batch of bikes was produced, and from there you can deduce whether these things should be replaced by warranty. And I really think that's how companies should do this shit. There's certain exceptions. I get it. You want to show proof of purchase and all that. However, if what we're also looking at is the duration, okay, regardless if somebody else bought these bikes, if these bikes are shit less than a year old, even if it's a secondhand owner, if they're less than a year old and they're not showing any kind of like water damage or something, dude, replace the batteries, man. Like, don't make heads or tails of this shit like that. I kind of don't like that, right? Like I said, Razor's real cool with just taking care of a customer, dude. If the stuff is within the warranty range. But okay, there's my warranty rant, right? Because I did contact them yesterday, right? So this is why I wanted to give you the update, because on the other video I said I was going to reach out to them, and I just gave you guys the explainer on how they're going to do this. So what's going to happen here? Customer's just going to buy two new batteries, okay? He's going to buy them direct replacements from Lectric, $300 a pop, okay? $300 a pop. And the whole notion here, he and I both agreed, if the replacement batteries go to shit, well, he's the original purchaser of those batteries, right? So they should then be under warranty, and if something goes bad with them, replace them. So I agree with that. I had sent him some replacements on Amazon. They were cheaper, right, than the ones that Lectric has. But when he said, well, let's do that, let's pay more, I don't care, because he goes, if they go to shit, I can basically claim I'm the owner of the batteries. So we're gonna do that. All right. So quick little thing here. You guys notice the difference between these batteries? You notice the difference? See how this one has a little bit more of a higher and steeper slope? It's more right triangular. It's almost literally proportional, right? Versus this one. This is more kind of slanted and it's not as tall. The reason why I wanted to highlight and just show this in these videos is because the housings are going to determine which bike these go into. If you'll notice, there is more of an angle right there at the bottom. So let me show you. this is why this battery, if you have a step-through Lectric, you see that right there? You see how that goes? Let me try to line it up more properly right there, okay? Because the plug for this is right there, okay? And so you can see the angle on the housing and why it would fit right there. So if you have a Lectric step-through bike, okay, and you need a replacement battery, you have to get the one with this housing where it's more triangular, okay? That's why I'm doing this video, because even if you go on Amazon to get a replacement, they have these batteries. It's just not Lectric, but there's both on Amazon. You got to know which one to get, okay? For the black step over, do you see the angle on this one? Okay, that more fits this one right here, okay? So the whole point here, if you have the Lectric step through or any e-bike that's has this design and has one of these batteries in the downshaft part of the bike, okay, if it's not a step through, you're going to use the less sloped housing. That'll be the battery for this one. And if you have a step through, you're going to use the battery with the triangular housing so that it fits perfectly right there, okay? About 10 months ago, and I'll post the link to the video, so basically what happened was I have another customer that has this same bike, okay? And what he did was, again, he had a battery issue. He bought a new battery on Amazon, but it came with this housing. So I had to take this housing off of his old battery and then put it on this one, and then boom, we got it to work. So going forward, we can just avoid all of that if you know which one you need to get, okay? Triangular for step through, the more of the kind of beveled housing is for the step over. All right, you guys take it easy. Peace.